Hello, YouTube. As you guys know, US Locomotive Company was planning to do a special set of Workmas releases. MB Tycoon 1 here with Andrew, also known as Nick Boja. Yeah, hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, and Soda Adventures. Andrew Liago, one of my best friends, is also kind of sad, but I think this is going to sadden all of us because of what has happened. Due to the FCC, this has happened.
FFC is out of control. We need to work together to end this and pray that they lose at court tomorrow.
If they lose in court, what will happen? Workmas will be on again, which means the Christmas stockings will show up a day at a time. If you guys want the releases for trains and the mysterious presents under the Christmas tree, well, then there's going to be a little bit of work to do. However, we all have to band together for it to work.
So whoever's in this, every person in the chat, outside of this chat, please say, please write, I'm in, so that way we know who's interested.
Yeah. If you guys really care about our internet, think about it. DeviantArt is already under attack with the net neutrality, and they're trying to shut it down. That's the work of the FCC, and they're ruining our Workmas release for the US Locomotive Company. So if you guys want to see Workmas happen this year, help us shut down the FCC so Workmas can proceed as planned.
Yes. Now that this party really started, Nick, invite our friends.
I've already popped the links over to everybody.
Excellent.
So give me a second. Okay, there we go. I do want to chase now because okay, that's 1, 2. Let me see if I can find where's our maniac friend Brandon. Where is he? Give Montemino 1. Boink. 3.
Well, I guess it shows that Taylor is online. Maybe she.
Well, she's more than welcome to join.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna add her, but it's up to her. I learned my hard way with one person already, and we're not gonna say names.
Yep.
So yeah. Come in, guys.
I'll wait on you.
Now, while we're waiting, let's talk about this Worksmith thing. How it all got started. Nick, can you tell us the story of how this all got started? Oh,
alrighty. Well, here's the way to enlighten all of you. Basically, Worksmith was inspired by Soda Workshops last year in 2016, where they did a whole bunch of stockings hanging in the Flying Scotsman's cab, revealing all different kinds of Christmas presents. The US Locomotive Company, on the other hand, has decided, because we're newly built, and Soda Round 3D didn't do anything for Christmas this year, neither did Soda Workshops, we figure it's time to give to the community like we always have. Now, you guys are probably wondering, what does this all have to do with Christmas? Well,
hello.
Funny thing is, with all the models that have been floating around, people have been asking, the models that have been made by like Mainland Studios and all the big model makers have been taken away. The reason why? Gimme pigs. People basically saying, oh, I want the model. When's it going up for download? Gimme. Because of that has caused a big problem. So, US Locomotive Company has come to the rescue and brought in the models that a lot of people weren't expecting to see. For example,
if you want me to put that on the tree, I'll do it.
What exactly happened? Well, Hurricane was made by Mainland Studios. Very good job with the model. But what happened? Someone acted like a gimme pig, got greedy, asked Mainland for the link. He said no. Hurricane didn't get released.
Yeah, but it takes one guinea pig to ruin everything. No more. So technically, for the same thing to us tracking people. No begging us for models.
Yep. So what happened was Isaac, buddy over there with the blue headphones, who's the head of the U.S. Locomotive Corps. He's a second model builder and former group builder, who is now a full-time model builder as well as myself. Him and I have cranked up a whole bunch of Christmas releases. There is 15 presents that are to be released for Christmas. 15, starting with the countdown to Christmas, which are supposed to begin tomorrow. But due to the net neutrality thing with the FCC attacking DeviantArt and then starting to attack YouTube, this might not happen. Why? Well, think of it like this. Imagine being on the internet and told, oh, you have to pay to use this website when it was a free site to begin with. So imagine going on YouTube to watch a movie and then paying $20 to watch a movie that you could have just seen for free. Would you pay that $20? No,
Nope.
I wouldn't.
Nope.
So for all you guys out there, if you Trains users want the Worksmith models and see what's hidden in the gifts and hidden under the tree,
be patient.
You might get them, you might not. It depends. If you all support the FCC's decision and hope they fail in court tomorrow, then you'll all join us. You'll all join in a prayer at some point tonight before you go to bed saying that they will fail.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning's do or die. So Workmas could have a spike in it, or it could have a big fat bow on it.
Not to mention, sorry for interrupting, but not to mention nearing the end of all of our YouTube channels, not just Thomas Spins, but for everything else.
Yeah.
Everyone on YouTube. Unless people can afford it.
Valid point, which I might bring up. If the net neutrality thing goes into full effect, what will happen is YouTube will start closing random accounts and start shutting down accounts. DeviantArt will also start shutting down accounts as well. And what will happen is people will pull out of YouTube and start losing subscribers, stuff like that.
Yeah, and technically,
and people lose subscribers, that means people lose money on commercials for monetization, stuff like that. So basically, you people with AdSense, you won't be able to make anything. If YouTube goes dead, you're pretty much broke.
And screwed.
Yeah. So yeah. Even though we're no longer in school since we're all grown adults, but I have a homework assignment for you guys. Like Nick said, Ed, and I repeat it, and I quote: before you go to bed, pray that
the FCC fails in court.
Yes. So this is a homework assignment to everyone. We want to stand up for what we believe in.
If they fail in court, Worksmith will proceed through the U.S. Locomotive Company. The stockings will be given one a day with a special release on Christmas Eve. Actually, on Christmas Day at midnight.
Now here's the thing. The FCC has failed twice before, and hopefully the third time will work the same.
If they fail
today, I already prayed.
Yes, and even though a lot of us don't like Donald Trump, but there's one thing he has in common that all of us do. He loves Twitter. He loves Twitter. So if FFC takes over, he shut down his Twitter. He'll screw himself. So hopefully Trump would not agree.
And not to mention, to any people of the liberal persuasion, I know you don't like the man very well, but if he gets his Twitter took away,
everyone loses.
Mama, oh, bother.
Basically, if Trump loses Twitter, Trump supporters won't know what's going on, and everyone loses.
Never mind.
Yeah.
And so does Aaron. And so is the internet. The internet goes dead. People lose accounts, and then everyone loses everything, and all their hard time and effort all goes to waste.
Yeah, plus maybe even the internet completely shut down. No use for computers anymore.
And then Pence would get in. And no one on that side would like it.
Very true. However, we must stick together till all are one to the end.
Yes, sir.
Randy has a very valid point. If we all come together, we can beat this. If we beat it,
No, it's my
things will
fault.
proceed,
I'm
and
afraid.
everyone who proceeds, that is a trans user, will be handsomely rewarded with the work that the U.S. Locomotive Company was planning to do originally anyway.
No, no, no. not
And in the
once.
and in the words of Optimus Prime from Transformers, for any Transformer fans out
This
there,
is for a
Optimus Prime
different
would say,
thing. We're on the
as of
last
today, in the name of freedom, we take the battle to them.
Yep.
Yeah, and even if we get
Yes.
fail, if we get taken down, we'll take them with us.
Uh-huh.
Exactly. Like, and the FCC will seal their fate before they realize it. We need to light our darkest hour and our darkest moment.
It's time. So technically, this is a war. So technically, tomorrow, this will be a war to end all to end everything.
Yep.
So,
as long as we keep fighting, you know.
go one of two ways in court. Either this won't come this year, or the judge will say, "Get the hell out of my courtroom. I'm not dealing with this. You guys lose. These guys win. Case dismissed. That case."
We're all safe, and
And
Exactly.
that also saves not only just our internet accounts, but think the YouTubes, the DeviantArts, the Twitters, all the big social medias.
Okay.
Well, I brought in everything I could find.
Okay. Okay.
In.
I mean.
Did you put the chicken up?
Okay. Sorry for interrupting. Okay. Sorry for interrupting, but it's time. It's time for. This is a time where. I don't usually do this sometimes, but this is the time where a lot of people write something in the comment and we read what they say. Taylor said, just posted, and I quote, "It'll take a month or so to make the final decision, but again, Congress has already stepped in. I think we'll be okay."
Congress,
okay.
the same people
burst your
who.
bubble, but technically it's going through the Supreme Court tomorrow morning.
Yeah, the Supreme Court who legalized Obamacare, the worst healthcare system in this country. They're going to have something to say about the internet. That's kind of like putting a monkey in control of a 50,000-ton locomotive.
I'll be back.
Think about that, people. Think about Isaac saying for a minute. A monkey in the cab of a steam engine. What's going to happen?
A big boy, no less.
Ooh,
With the Sanders on and the automatic
big mess. If
fueler
that
going
monkey don't know how
90
to
miles a
drive.
minute.
Just
I hope he's got a steam license.
Yeah.
So, and think, if the Supreme Court says something, that means there's no turning back.
Exactly.
Unless there's an executive order done by the president who can overwrite the Supreme Court.
Exactly.
Yeah, but considering the idiots who want to tie his hands, I'm looking at you, Congress. I'm looking at you, Senate. I'm looking at all you unhinged wingnuts, left and right.
And of course, if they don't, then forgive me for saying this, but it'll mean war.
And not to mention, hey, this is one thing I can actually agree on with the left side of the Congress, because get this, if they lose their internet, how are they going to buy their weed online from Colorado?
Okay, but
That's where it's legal there, you know.
Isaac raises a valid point. Imagine the internet today, as we know, great for online shopping, ordering food online, and all the fun things the internet provides us with. Imagine all that. Poof. Gone.
Yeah, they're basically screwing themselves over.
So, you guys really want to see what will happen? Pray and hope that tomorrow goes the way we all hope it will.
If it doesn't, then we're screwed.
Then everyone pretty much loses. So.
Then you got your charities like St. Jude's Hospital. How do they get money for them children? Can you imagine your little brother or sister in the hospital and them not being able to have enough money to buy a catheter, let alone the medicine to save their life? Duh.
So, this can all go one way. It can either go uphill or downhill. With our luck, hopefully, everything is on the downhill right now. But if enough people are paying attention and this happens and they fail in court, the FCC goes under, things will start to return to normal. DeviantArt will be left alone, which means more people will open up accounts.
And so
The U.S. Locomotive Company will gain subscribers, which is a huge DeviantArt link, which might be...
Subscribers? We need members. It's just you, me, a friend of ours called Blaster.
Yeah, and our other friend, Shine.
Right.
Okay.
Shine
Pretty
Wellboard.
much, U.S. Locomotive Company is also looking for employee members at this point, because there's so much work for us four to do. We just need more help.
Yeah, the part, well now, if you're interested, I know this is sort of derailing the whole live stream, but if you're interested, our club page is on DeviantArt. Nick, you mind sending them a link? But before you go to join, read the club rules, please. Read them strictly, word for word. We don't want no idiots in.
Yeah.
Who are disrespectful.
Yeah, but like I said, this whole thing can cause either a 1-up or a 1-down.
Or if y'all don't get that, that's the old Pac-Man death sound.
Plus, okay, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not even sure Patreon can even save our accounts.
Patreon. Yeah, there's an idea.
Well,
Yeah, but
if you guys, I know you guys are going to need the links, so I'm going to do this the simple way with a little bit of help. Point. Here's the link. There's a description right there on the page, which covers strictly, if you just go down to the introduction and rules, read them, you respect them and follow them, you're in. You can't follow those, go find somewhere else to go wreak havoc.
Exactly.
Because we take what we do with pride and honor. And if you screw with us, basically, we're going to chase you.
Okay, calm down.
Well, not literally, of course, because
not literally, but
we can't fit through the screens.
Yeah. But the way it works is, if you can't think the way we think and talk on a simple level with us, by keeping things to a, how would you say, a
respectful level.
Respectful level. Thank you, Isaac. What will happen is you will not be employed at the company, which means you will not have work to do. Therefore, you will have to find somewhere else to fill your time.
Well, yeah. But getting back to the original point, if this whole FCC thing goes through, our goose is cooked. No joke.
Yeah, basically it just... Okay, I just gotta realize, don't you think they're just trying to screw the whole United States over? Or just...
They're doing more than that. They're doing it to every state, Nick.
It ain't just the U.S. It ain't
This
just
net
the good old
neutrality
USA.
thing is going place for the entire world.
Not only the states, the continents.
Now, think, there's 50 states in
And
our
51. Alaska and Hawaii and one territory, Puerto Rico.
True, but roughly, if you think,
Hawaii.
our 50 stars on our
Hawaii.
flag, which represent
Hawaii,
our
Alaska,
great country
Puerto
of the United
Rico.
States and our 13 colonies.
It's a territory, yes, but basically a state. They use our money.
But
They
basically,
use our money.
if you really want this to happen, my fellow trains users, then spread the word around and pray.
It ain't just trains users, Nick.
It's
Like,
basically
This
everything.
goes for everybody.
Our lives
If you
are
guys
at
want to lose
stake.
your internet, then don't pray.
Nicholas
Bottom
wants to. Nicholas has the floor.
I just
Nicholas.
only said that our lives are at stake.
5
Not
of
so much
one,
our
half
lives,
10 of
more
another.
like our internet.
Part of it, okay?
The social lives, definitely, because if that goes up, Hangouts is dead. And I don't mean just goldfish dead. I'm talking Prius run over by a monster truck dead.
Basically, Isaac's point is, remember how the dinosaurs died with that huge asteroid?
Yes.
Of course.
Pretty much we're looking at the same destruction level if the internet goes down. So for all you big guys out there who use the internet for everything, think about what's right.
Yeah.
Is
the
it right
FCC
for you
like
for the
asteroid-
FCC to pull the plug on what you guys do? Or
I
you
mean,
think it's
sure,
right for them to let you guys do what you do best?
sure, the internet's got its faults, but then again, so does TV, your radio, your CDs, records. But think about this. If they do this, if they impose their rules, they take away our freedom. Our freedom, folks. It's going to be one step from there to telling us what we watch on TV, like whether or not we're supposed to like the Gilmore Girls or whatever stupid show they got on now. Then it'll come to our radio. Then it'll come to our cars. Then they'll tell us where to sleep at night.
Basically, the short messages to the point.
You give them an inch and they'll take a yard.
Just think of it as like, you know, like the Divergent series. Like basically we'll all end up like living like that.
Now, basically, if the FCC wins, hello socialism. That's what it's gonna happen. So if you guys want your freedom of speech and all that stuff that we have in our Constitution that protects us, guess what? Vote that they fail.
And we're also talking, it ain't just those of us of the enlightened nature. We're talking about the folks who also light their farts on YouTube.
Anyway, I'm sorry for interrupting, but I just invited another member into our live stream.
Who? Oh,
Him.
Colin.
Colin, what you doing here, buddy?
Hola.
Where do I begin?
At the beginning.
Go ahead.
Hi, Isaac.
Go ahead, Colin. You have the floor. Everyone quiet for Colin.
Before we get started, judging by your voice, Isaac, are you from the South?
She really
Does a one-legged duck swim in a circle? Does a fat puppy hate fast cars? Does Hillary Clinton hate being in a room full of rednecks?
That sounds like something that sounds like something that like Jeff Foxworthy would say.
Well, I might be a redneck.
You gotta be a redneck. You think of that.
Guys,
But let's get serious, boys. Let's get serious.
yeah, let's get back on topic.
You had the floor. Come on. Yeah.
Sorry.
Colin, you were saying?
Yeah, my thoughts about all this crap with the FCC, good God, sorry, I gotta think of my words before I say them. It's pretty much a big filter.
Take your time. Take your time. We're in no rush.
Internet monster.
Now,
Call the FCC. Either feed it or let it die. For us, we're gonna take the sword and shove it to its belly.
Oh my God, Isaac! What?
T-Rex.
Isaac.
FCC
Hey,
is
Isaac.
a big old dinosaur. I know. I look dumb.
Isaac, do you think that you can make a creepy sound? How about this?
Damn!
Guys,
Nice going.
topic here.
Okay.
What
are you talking about?
Guys,
Guys, one at a time
Okay.
here. Colin at the floor.
Sorry.
Floor, while you guys have the ceiling. Okay. now, I
Colin,
want
you're good.
Colin, you were saying?
I wanted to get started by when I first found out this situation a few months ago. I'm that much our freedom to do what we want on the internet is going to be taken away. I can only process the feelings. I had no idea how to feel. And as the days got closer to the 14th, started building up on me, I thought that I was going to lose all the great, wonderful friends I've made, like Blake, Liz, and Nick, you guys, and even Isaac, even though I just met, I count you as a friend. But what I'm sharing here is how I feel most of the time.
Cross between
Mainly
depressed and
sadness
And anger.
and depressed.
The
The reason I'm angry, the reason I'm angry,
pardon me for interrupting, but just looking at the picture, it looks a bit like Two-Face, kind of. No offense.
it's supposed to be, but I'm angry because the FCC is taking away pretty much taking away the right to talk to our friends on the internet, like as much as we want, and
funny cat videos. It's true.
yes, and
Even watch all of our favorite YouTube.
we have to frickin' pay to use the internet. What did I hear, like YouTube $20 a month?
If not more. It depends what they want. Basically,
We got Isaac doing charades over here.
basically, he's like running up the cash register if you really think about it. Because technically, YouTube, the way they're trying to make it is, oh, we have this movie. You want to see it? Guess what? We're going to charge you. Now,
Actually, they're already
why
like that.
for a movie when you can see it for free.
Yeah, but most of the time it's sped up and it sounds like the Chipmunks.
Exactly.
The reason that the other half is, the reason I'm sad is because if net neutrality does get taken down,
Wait, what?
I don't have. If net neutrality does get taken down,
Yeah.
or yeah, like if the FCC succeeds, that's a tongue twister. But
No,
if they do succeed, if they
man. All right. Basically, what Colin's trying to say is, if the FCC succeeds, then everyone's toast.
We're all screwed.
Yeah,
yeah, but I'm talking about.
The opposite direction and fails in court.
But let me speak.
Sure.
If our net neutrality does get taken away, every single person that we've ever met, all of those laughs, all of those jokes, all of those stories, all of that creativity that we share to the whole
Public.
just gets taken away from us.
yes.
All the friends, Blake, Liz, Miller, Madison, Andrew, Brandon, every single one of you guys, Fletcher, Seth, David.
Basically, going to all YouTubers. And not just YouTubers, but all internet users and
Even-
streamers.
Shut up.
Colin has the floor, Nick.
Colin has the floor, guys. No interrupting. Sorry about that.
What I'm trying to say here is those pay things that you get, like you know, when you open up YouTube one day on DeviantArt and it says, like, you know, this isn't part of your entertainment package or whatever the hell it is. You just pretty much built a wall in front of our faces. And take a wrecking ball and swing it at that wall to break it. I don't care if I get hurt doing it. I'm doing it for my friends and for our lives. Because here's the thing. I don't want to get like dark here, but I knew many of these beautiful people before I reached out to them. Harry, the Lock Rail fan, Liz, I knew who Blake was. I knew who pretty much like many of the bigger people were. But here's the thing: if I hadn't found their creativity, if I haven't absorbed their laughter and their spirit and joy and creativity, I wouldn't have had all of these bad thoughts washed away from me. If I didn't reach out to them, and if I didn't become their friend, I wouldn't be around today.
Amen on that.
Definitely.
Like I literally mean
Gone.
not around anymore.
An ex-person. Gone to join the choir invisible. To quote Monty Python.
I'm talking about death.
Bingo.
All of your beautiful talents saved my life from taking it away from itself.
Oof.
We don't want that.
And yet the FCC. Am I allowed to curse in this? Because I'm really pissed.
As long as you don't take the Lord's name in vain, man, I guess I can say hammer down.
Go ahead. You got our permission.
If the FCC thinks that they can take us away from each other, if they think the dam that keeps us together and make us drift away from each other, that's complete bullshit.
Because
And
we'll start using the U.S. mail again.
We
And a lot of us don't even know
cannot-
each other's addresses.
Well, by
We-
the way, phone book.
cannot let that happen. We cannot let the wall. I'm not talking about Trump's wall. I'm talking about the wall to make us pay. We need to take that wall down and completely built.
So-
All need to bark at the FCC. All need. I don't want violence. I don't really want riots. Like, that's not the way to go. Protests, if they're peaceful, fine. But I don't want fires or anything. But if he thinks that taking us away from whom we love, they got shit coming towards them.
Yeah, deep shit
And-
coming.
Ocean
Yeah.
deep. So dang deep, they could find the Titanic before they found their brains.
Good.
Or rather, the cause
That's-
of its
that's
actual
a good
sinking.
metaphor.
That's pretty deep.
2 miles. More than 2 miles. But, man.
Their puny little heads would crack before they even made a half mile.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I am so unbelievably grateful and so respectful towards all of you guys. Everyone. Even the ones that think we're just their person and not anything special. Believe very firmly every single one of us has the ability to become one, to become a wrecking ball, to blow that wall to pieces.
Yes.
Amen.
To quote a great American, fellow YouTube users and fellow internet people, tear down this wall.
Exactly.
That's Reagan there.
Let's picture this the simple way. The FCC is trying to put a wall on what we do on the internet. So, why don't we all act like a big stack of dynamite, stick to the wall, and blow it to smithereens?
We maybe.
Yeah.
Hells to the yeah.
Let's put too much.
We happy few will tear at the tyranny. Us band of brothers and sisters, fight!
Well, and FFC, if you're watching this, which I think you are, you're connected to every internet thing. You can try to take away our happiness. You can try to take away our freedom and rights.
But
just
you'll never
won't take
take
away.
our freedom.
Yeah, you can never.
You won't take
you
over
can
the-
never take.
Yeah. There's one thing you won't be able to take away from us, and that one thing is actually two things: freedom and our friendship.
And not to mention, if you take away our freedom, you'll be cutting your own throats. Think on that. You won't be able to buy that brand new house in Dubai off the internet if you don't have the internet. You won't buy that brand new limousine that bottoms out on a ramp in Ireland, just like Obama's limousine. You won't be able to buy your security system from Brinks because they'll probably have a website you can go to, but no more website. No more internet, no more website.
Who is
They'll
it?
pull your
Who's getting a
so
call?
fast your ears will spin and smoke will come out your nose. I can't pantomime that, so you just use your own imagination. I'm sorry, Colin. We run over you again. I'm sorry.
Right. Look at the chat. This guy called Devin Hassan says, "Fight for freedom, for the land of the living and the free."
Everybody's on our side.
Howdy, Devin.
Freedom!
Oh, also,
I would.
FCC,
I would.
go jump in the lake.
And if you're wondering what I'm reading, guys,
Hey.
the
What?
actual Constitution that our country was founded on.
It's like. Have
freedom of
you
assembly,
guys ever heard the
freedom of religion, freedom of the press,
Freedom
freedom
of
of to bear arms, freedom not to quarter soldiers, freedom to deny unwarranted search and seizure. Let's see.
Hang on a second.
The inability to own slaves anymore. That was brought up during the Civil War, the 17th Amendment, I believe. But y'all can correct me, you two. My history is a little bit dumb. The right for women to vote. I think that's part of the Constitution. Let's see. Well, I know it's part of the Bill of Amendments, but just checking my facts here. My memories. I'm running on Windows 98.
Well, just remember this. For all you people that are watching the part of the FCC, if there is anyone watching, remember this. If you kill the internet, you kill yourselves.
Exactly. It's like taking a cyanide pill.
Then walk away from the courts and drop the case.
Just
Because
let us be who we are. We deserve freedom.
As a great quote says, that's still mentioned today, that has to do with the Constitution in our schools, with liberty and justice for all.
I know you think you're up, but we know. Look, FCC, we know you're sitting at your fat little desk, your ever-expanding hiney getting wider by the minute, looking at us thinking, oh, that's just a bunch of old rednecks and flower folk from the 60s or whatever. You're half right, but then again, we pay your salaries and our taxes and our paycheck taxes, our income taxes,
medical taxes, all that stuff.
Transportation taxes, that's more of a state thing, but you get where we're going. It all goes to you. So you cut off our internet. Let's see, Amazon gone, YouTube gone, Twitter
Facebook
gone,
Twitter,
Instagram gone, Facebook
not,
gone.
Not much as Facebook because Facebook's not really.
Yeah, but then again, it's doing more business than MySpace.
True, but if you look at all the sites that buy and sell goods like Overstock.com, Amazon, gaming sites like
Walmart, Walmart.com,
Walmart, pretty much
Kmart.
all the shops online that have online stores that sell your products. If you guys want to end up going bankrupt, let everything go through.
Be our guest.
Yeah, you'll start living in things like this. This is not a simulation, folks. This is a single-wide trailer, 20-something years old. FCC, I want you to watch. You cut us out, ignore the Christmas tree. This will be your home. Banjo music will play every day. You will go insane. Now, I can understand it. I like banjo music, but you let the Kardashians go. There's obviously something wrong, so you'll probably not like that kind of stuff.
I know people like the variety for country music, rap, rock and roll, R&B, hip hop, and all that fun stuff. But think of it like this: if you get rid of the internet,
you'll get rid of Weird Al Yankovic.
Video industry, video games, everything goes downhill because you guys got rid of the internet
and everything that makes money.
You guys would basically screw the entire world.
And not to mention, you get a big fat pay cut. Because all those websites we mentioned, they may be dinky, but they pay your salary.
Now, imagine this. You guys not getting a salary. What happens? You guys go broke. Your mortgage payment comes up. Your house gets seized. Oh, we need to make taxes. Oh, wait. How are we going to do that with no internet? We can't.
Yeah. And you start, like I said, living in a trailer. Or worse, to quote the great comedian Chris Farley, you'll start having to live in a van down by the river.
So yeah. Some of you that are watching this right now may agree to what we're saying, but for people that are that might be watching it and not listening, or people not watching and not caring about what we say, well, guess what? It doesn't matter what you think or not.
Yeah, because this also involves all of you as well.
We're all we here are all think about it. Not only we Americans, there's also UK people. There's also we're Americans, UK people, Chinese,
everyone in the world.
From Zanzibar to Timbuktu,
including Afghanistan. I mean, that place is bad news for some people. But Afghanistan is also involved with this because they say there's no Wi-Fi over there. There might be some Wi-Fi.
Maybe a little bit of overkill, but then again, hey, overkill's good. And to boot, we ain't Wile E. Coyote. We ain't gonna get our head smashed in by a rock.
And it could be a possibility. Maybe if this does go on and our world's getting screwed up, you know what's going to happen? One day, and I think you guys can agree with me on this. One day, all of our nations are going to team up and take out the government once and for all. We don't want.
Pump your brakes.
Andrew,
hold it before you derail us, because I don't want the FBI busting down my door. It's already having trouble shutting.
Good point. Sorry.
But that does raise a good point. We get rid of the internet. Soldiers in Afghanistan, Iraq, the Atlantic Ocean, places with a bunch of hostility and stuff, they won't be able to talk to their families no more. And you do not want Marines ticked off at you. You want evidence of that, even though it is fictional, watch NCIS. There you'll see just a fake taste. You do this, you'll get the real deal. And their guns actually fire bullets, not blanks.
Yeah, and plus, think of it like this. If you guys choose to shut the FCC down, everything goes smoothly, life returns to normal. If you let them go ahead with their foolish stunt, which is basically control everything and make the world a socialistic continent or a socialistic world, no one will have the right to anything anymore.
And think, let's see, the FCC controls TV. TV, as we know, has been going downhill. As some of y'all may watch a few old Nickelodeon shows, anyone here remember a character named Fred? He had a real high voice and he's always screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah, the FCC controls TV, and TV gave birth to that. So if they let that go through, the FCC used to have censors. I'm not saying bring them back in too much of a way, but do you really want to hear that kind of crap? Because you lose the internet, you'll be back to TV. And TV it's okay, but it's for the most part crap.
Well, unless you give some news shows a chance, and then you start to like it.
Like what? Teen Titans Go?
No,
Gumball?
not that. No. That one. Okay, that one is bad, but I'm talking about like a show called Steven Universe and stuff like that, because that people misjudge that and they're like a bunch of fans for that.
Yeah.
Well, let me bring up a gem here for a lot of people here. In the world of media, there's a lot of things that a lot of people love. They love variety. We love Christmas movies, drama, mystery, all that fun stuff. Well, here's something you didn't know. Exactly, I don't know, say a quarter of the world's population actually is involved in one fan base in particular, which a lot of us are all part of, okay? And thanks to two very important people, the show has gone up to, its 80th anniversary, I believe, this year? Something like that? Since the books were written? We're talking about the god of the young characters, the one who emulates the 2-year-old. Our blue #1 tank engine, Thomas.
Nick, not the god. I think you're stretching the calico a bit. He's just an engine. A great big hunk of metal that talks.
The point I'm trying to make is
he is
there's
the
over
Elvis.
300,000 people that are in that fan base alone.
Yep.
That's a portion of your media. That's like a quarter of the world, if not more.
Yeah.
Now think of it like this, though. Imagine that 250,000 people, if around there, if not more, not being able to shop online, not being able to pay their taxes, and not being able to say what is right when the time is right. What happens? Everything goes downhill. Everyone loses money. Everyone goes broke.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but I was on DeviantArt and I happened to found this.
What you got, Andrew?
What is it?
Share screen now.
Oh, wait a second. I'm reading the chat, guys.
Congress has set out a bill to stop the FCC taking away our internet. Spread this as much as you can.
Well, no, I don't know about that, but so Topham Cow, is this right? We have until the next November. I'm reading the chat here on the video, so
right.
I think we're blowing things up, but we may be blowing things up. But then again, the court case is tomorrow, so 5 of one, half 10 of another.
That means there might be a chance to save the internet.
See, folks, there's a sign.
Yeah.
The sign. We see it.
Our prayers have been answered.
Well,
this fight isn't over yet, though.
Exactly.
We won't know anything until tomorrow after court blows over.
Exactly.
If FFC loses, then we'll all celebrate.
Yep. And that means for all you people out there that are big trains users and huge YouTube fans, that means more of the channels you love post more videos. And for the trains users, the one thing that started this whole thing, Isaac and I being nice enough to do a Workmas tradition that SI3D originally was going to do and canceled, and Soda Workshops did a couple years back and canceled. This year, it's going to be done with a twist, Soda Locomotive style, by also throwing 5 mystery gifts under the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah. Special gifts.
Now, if you guys are curious what those are, this can all go depending.
Nick, hold up. Brandon, you got the floor.
So there's hope yet.
Yeah, maybe. Them big blowhards gonna go around it too, but you never really know. It's kind of like sticking your hand into a box full of Christmas. You know those Secret Santa drawings at school? You draw a name out of a hat and you had to buy it for that person. It's kind of like doing that.
Pretty much.
And it's either screw them and let them eat cake, or let's just leave them alone and let them eat whatever they want.
So
I'm sorry, I didn't tie that in very well.
I hear you back.
but
By the way, Nick, I sent you. By the way, Nick, I sent you a private chat.
yeah.
So what did I miss? I want to go back and rewatch my little speech to make sure that everything was said, but there were a few parts that glitched out, but doesn't really matter.
Yeah, basically, we just blew off for a couple of minutes. Nick talked about the Constitution, and I added. And
Yeah, which I actually have in my hand. I have a copy of our actual Constitution in my hand.
Wait,
Allow
the
me
copy
to-
of the real.
Let
Wait,
me show you.
it can be a copy of a real thing, but there can't be type of a fake thing.
This is
I have a
This is
very weird mind.
an actual copy of our U.S. Constitution.
cool.
What our country is written on and based on. The freedoms, the 10 amendments, which are our 10 commandments as citizens to the United States.
Of course, now the trouble of it, Nick, we live in a different time. Worryingly, we live in a different time.
We live in like a culture of fear now.
Yeah, it's just that the government doesn't really like reading that paper no more. They'd rather chop it up for kindling.
Well, here's the thing. There is rules in the Constitution that even the FCC has to follow. If they fail to do so, technically they can end up losing all of their money and going bankrupt.
Yeah,
And what are those specific laws, Nick?
Well, let me just double check here. I believe it's under.
Take like 10 minutes. I just want like a quick.
Okay, quick glance. Amendment number 1. Congress shall make no law. In this case, the FCC. Congress can make no laws respecting establishments of religion or prohibiting free exercise, therefore abridging a freedom of speech. So, long story short, you guys want to try and censor out freedom of speech? You're pretty much just opening a can of worms that's going to come back and eat you alive.
you're jumping in front of a giant mining truck. Like the Caterpillar, Caterpillar D100 or something like that.
You were saying, Colin?
Brandon, your microphone is muted. I'm not sure if you might realize that. You probably want to unmute it.
Yeah. Brandon's
I
probably
can see
busy
like
doing-
I just saw like his arm like touch his head, and do you like face palm and go like, ah?
Yeah. Allow Andrew to do the Homer Simpson. He's basically our Homer. Homer, did you take out the trash? No! There you go.
here.
There's Homer Simpson in a nutshell.
Excellent.
I'm checking out the chat, and wait, who made me a name like blue and have like a wrench next to it?
Because they're in the chat, I guess.
Let me look.
Raider. What the heck?
And
What
here's
the
the
heck?
funny
Can
I guess you haven't heard. I promoted you to that because I give that special offer to certain people that I know and trust. And since you're kind of new here, but you understand what we're talking about, and therefore we trust you. So that was so with this, if anyone gets out of hand in the chat, you have permission. You have full permission to put them in timeout or kick them out for the rest of the streams and stuff.
Let me see. Sir Topham. There's a guy in the chat called Sir Topham Cow.
Well, so far, well, I did see him, but he didn't say anything wrong. So
I know, but I just want to say that he said, I bet they're about to either take down the FCC or take down the net. Devin Hassan?
Yeah.
A friend to all of us.
Yeah, acquaintance to me.
The FCC. So he's pretty much saying to give the FCC a F
Or a
for not studying.
or for our British friends, the reverse
Scumbag.
peace sign.
That's different to you.
For our British viewers out there, what Devin is basically saying is, you know how the peace sign goes like this? Well, now I saw a sign over in Britain. They reversed it. I'll blank it out here for any children watching. I ain't showing it. I'm just saying that's basically what Mr. Devon is saying. Because that means what over here has to be they have to say over there with 2 fingers what we can say with only 1. Am I making sense?
Exactly.
Hang on a second.
And you know what's funny about the whole thing with the Constitution, which I think you guys will get a kick out of it? Basically, Congress is the only ones who, and the president are the only ones who can do it because they're elected in by guess who?
What the heck was that noise?
We the people.
I put something in the chat. Everyone click on it right now.
Okay. Hey.
What the heck?
Okay.
Do you not see the status update?
So just found out Congress has repealed the FCC vote to take away our internet. How should we celebrate? So it looks like, according to this new insight that was found by
TNO-F94 man.
According to the insight, and from our buddy Colin, he just found a link showing that the FCC Congress just pretty much said, "Screw you guys, you lose."
So
technically, court or no court, they lose.
Also, Devon, I know you're trying to be all tough and everything, but Republicans run Congress, and Congress just saved our butts. So
yeah,
please be
the internet is safe, folks. Thank you, Congress. And
guess what that means for all 20 well concerned. This begins in 3 hours.
In the chat, I will.
Okay. Okay, no more talking over each other. No more talking over each other. One at a time. Nick, you have the floor.
Basically, because of the insight from our friend Colin, better known as the Reading G3, because of his insight from his basically because of Colin's insight that he just shared with all of us, that means the FCC will lose and has lost, meaning look what's back on for every trains user out there.
And not only every trains user, but also people who are fans of stuff, like fans of Good Mythical Morning, fans of Stephen King, or maybe Talking Billy the Bass Fish.
So, as I would like to say, FCC, you know what? Congress just...
If I could, guys, if I had a web camera on my screen and I would be flipping off the FCC on the stream.
Hold it, boys. It says that the page we posted in the chat, apparently that doesn't seem to work.
Which page?
That status thing.
Wait, apparently seriously? Hang on.
Yeah, because Devin just said it. I'm sorry about that, Devin, but I don't know how you come across when you use the words. Bad words.
But either way, as for you, FCC, say hello to my little friend.
Optimus Prime. Did he take down that status update?
in the words of Soundwave, and I quote in his voice, free internet superior, FFC superior.
Or in Isaac speak.
So, yes, we can all celebrate. And you know what?
This is very weird. The
What?
page, the one that I'm at least looking at does exist. I have no idea. Guys in the chat, I know that it doesn't work. I have no idea what the heck the problem is. I'll screen share it. I'm pretty sure that this guy won't mind me screen sharing it. I'm friends with him.
All right, we trust.
As they say, in God we trust.
Or in Primus, we trust.
Brandon, someone asked you.
Hey, Devin, it's on your
in the workshops.
Chat, take a moment to read this.
All right.
So I just found out that Congress has repealed the FCC vote to take away our internet.
Also celebrate lads. Spot of tea.
Those
some
lockets are...
Final 9 picks. Some RWB picks. Oh, I don't. Oh, I know. Who wants a custom sup with Camel Sprite? I'm just reading it how it looks on the internet here. Sorry.
But
I have to...
basically, I'm hoping that our stream has convinced not just everyone out there, but the ones that out there that were praying for something to fall into favor. And because of that, and because of the stroke of the big man upstairs, which we all can say thank you, and the stroke of our Congress, they have basically not only saved our internet, they've also managed to save Workmas.
Yeah,
Until the next time.
Everyone in the chat, wait, just found something.
Oh,
This guy.
what?
Cows.
Oh boy.
Let me find it. Everyone be patient. Don't talk over one another so I don't go mentally insane. I'm being serious. Let me see.
Oh my god, yes, we have.
Yeah, great. Wait. Greyhound Productions status update is... Yeah, it's the same status update that I saw that Greyhound did. No. Was that the link that Greyhound sent? How? Sir Tom Cow, you need to learn to spell Greyhound right.
Hey, Frank! Hey, my friend!
Seth.
Hey, good news. Good news, we won, Seth.
Calm down, everyone.
Brandon, you got the floor.
Seth,
yes.
Our internet is in doubt, but we won. We defeated the FCC.
In other words, the government was wanting to screw us over, and we just kicked the butt.
What? What is it?
Seth, look at what I'm screen sharing right now.
It says,
do you see it?
I just found out that some country has replaced the FCC vote to take away our internet. How shall we celebrate, lads?
I spotted here some CNL 1309 picks or some Ruby picks.
Oh, I feel like a great weight has been lifted off our shoulders.
Until the next time.
All right. All right.
They're dumb enough to try it 3 times. They're dumb enough to try it 4.
Is it for real that we won?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes.
I think their wallet talked to them. We mentioned that they'd be cutting off their money, so they said, "Oh."
All right. This is
yes,
this
we
is
won. We've all won. The internet future is saved.
And now our worksmiths can go back as according to schedule.
And we can all continue making videos on YouTube
And
also chatting with our friends.
you know what that means?
Oh,
What?
Brandon, you got the floor.
Yeah, so basically, before we celebrate, I think we should give the FCC a boot to the head, base, and the midsection. How does that sound?
Oh,
it's
that's
like
big 90.
And to the FCC, I give a boot to the head. Ow!
Actually, you know what? We all should give. Actually, we all should give FFC to the head. So everyone, and not even everyone, give FFC a boot to the head.
Boot to the head! Boot to the head!
And another one for the wimp.
Fusion
I'm
cannon.
Virginia to win. Oh my dear God!
That was a scare.
But what was I gonna say before? I was gonna say something like if the
At first, the internet was going to be gone for good until until the FCC gave up again.
Because the FCC
Failed 100
makes
times.
this stream completely pointless.
Yeah, so
True, but
All of that panic, completely pointless.
but all the same,
pointless but fun.
it's over. But this whole worry is over.
Hopefully, future generations will see this, and after laughing their butts off, they'll say, "They tried that again. We're going to get them too."
Exactly.
Bigger problems out there. Global warming. Let me see. The greenhouse gases.
Climate
Let me
change.
see, hunger.
Poverty.
Fuels.
Poverty.
Another problem is Isaac walking out of frame.
Oh no, that's not a problem.
Okay,
No, no,
And
anyway.
so many problems with the world.
But the point is, the point is, the Matrix.
I think.
Brandon,
the point,
why are you talking
is,
so quietly?
I'll explain.
Brandon,
later,
can you try speaking up a little louder?
Sorry. Basically, the Matrix was unleashed. The darkness hour was lit. We won.
Yeah. So technically, FFC is Unicron.
No.
Unicron, and we opened the Matrix.
Now, it's not Andrew. It's not the FFC. It's the
FCC. My bad.
I know. It's
I get the letters mixed up.
I mean,
Forgive
just
me,
like
folks.
how this will be the day, like basically like how Family Guy took down the FCC.
Oh yes, Jeff.
All right.
Gentlemen,
But,
that was a fart.
oh, hold on. Hey.
First, we felt so worried.
There you go.
Now we should not worry no more.
Yep.
Okay. What did I miss?
We just well,
Wait. I'm guys. I'm looking at the chat. Sir Tom Cal says, Devrin, why are you swearing too much? Devrin says, because I want to and I'm happy.
Devrin.
Wow.
Devrin, I'm gonna ask this only once. Quit cursing. Listen, inside the chat. You said you would change.
Whoa.
You said to me you would change. Time to prove it. Right now, you're not proving it.
Great, Sandro.
All right,
Calm down.
Easy. We just won a
Calm down.
battle.
All right,
Deep-
all right. I understand. But
Deep
first-
breath in.
They will allow him to
And
shoot off his
out.
gun.
It's over.
But in any case, thank you for enjoying our chat. Are we cutting this thing to an
Says
end
I'm
or what? Because I
celebrating.
want to plug my. Now that DeviantArt saved, I want to plug my.
Yeah. Let's end this. So yeah,
Yes.
thank you all for watching, YouTubers. Sadly, Nick's not here to help end this, so I'll end it for him.
Oh,
Thank you all for watching, YouTubers, and
Andrew, can I plug something first?
And
Oh, yeah,
I
go
guess
ahead.
keep going. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Speaking of
Bye, Seth.
So yeah,
fans and stuff, if y'all like for those of you who are fans of Stephen King and whatnot, and fan fiction and stuff, go to deviantart.com/concretecruncher38.deviantart.com, and you'll find a book I've written that bases off of King's books. Okay, let's turn to Turkey.
Or to make it easy, the final website, I'll have Isaac send me a link to that, and I'll put it in the description box after this live stream ends.
Right.
Exactly.
So yeah. Does anyone else have any last words before we shut down?
Yes, I do.
I have a wise sentence to say.
Because
Go ahead.
Goats are like mushrooms. If you shoot a duck, I'm scared of toasters.
what?
What?
I am a crazy know-it-all maniac.
That's funny. That's so funny. Oh man. Anyway, okay, Brandon, your turn.
yes, we all came together in the darkest hour. We used the Matrix to light it. The darkest hour was lit. Our prayers were answered. Thank you to the Primes and the Basilica of Legend. Amen, Rivera.
Or in the words of the Duke's book, in the word of the Duke boys.
That's Screech.
So
sorry, forgot about that.
Anyway, Nicholas, do you have any final words?
yeah, hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
And as a Flying Dutchman, SpongeBob Patrick would say, "How with me, boys!" Oh!
Okay, let's cut this out before they start thinking we're a bunch of ding-dongs.
Sorry. So yeah, technically Nick's not here to say any last words, so we'll just end it. So thank you all for watching, YouTubers, and thank you so much. Hopefully, FFC is not going to shut us down. Hopefully, but still, we're gonna pray tonight to make sure they don't win the court tomorrow. Even though the Congress has helped us out a lot. So yeah,
okay.
so keep praying,
Yeah,
folks.
And one word before I leave. If you're ever in a pickle, have a cucumber. Good night.
And happy holidays.
I can have cheese.
Yep, happy holidays, folks. I'll see you on December 24th on my Christmas Eve live stream in the morning time.
Oh, if you're going to bed, go to
So
bed.
until then, folks, so long and goodbye, FCC.
Till all are one.
To all are one.